All right, guys. Hope everyone's continuing to do well. We are here on, what is this, Thursday, I guess. Yeah, just trying to improve the rating as always. We had a quick win in 9 moves yesterday, which was pretty great. Today we have the black pieces. And I think we will go with the Caro-Kann. I feel like I've been doing a lot of Sicilians lately. That may not necessarily be the case, though. Okay, so exchange variation. This is all pretty standard. Okay, so I think we will try and hold on to this bishop, or at least trade it off, kind of like for like here. So if knight takes, pawn takes, bishop, bishop, and then we're looking at a kind of drawn game. Ooh, interesting. What if we snag that pawn? Now we're attacking the queen. Opponent's rated 1678, playing out of the States. I think what we'll do is just return to once from where we came. Did that make any sense? Who knows? Okay, so we both got about 9 minutes on the clock. We are threatening to take here, so not sure what's yeah, this seems like the best course of action, and potentially trade off bishops as well, in which case if they liquidate this pawn, okay, we'll just castle and again wait to see if they liquidate it. Okay, we'll play queen b4, put some pressure here on this b2 pawn, and also just threatening to take here. It would double our pawns, but may not be the worst thing. Yeah, okay, so I don't think this is a terrible strategy. So our opponent has a 2-on-1, but we have this nice healthy pawn structure here. And if we can happen to win one of these, that would be most excellent. Okay, so we'll play the rook out here just to prevent any infiltration. Try and limit the squares that this is able to move to. And now I think what we can do is, yeah, just push the a pawn here. Okay, we might play the queen back, and then look at just pushing d4 here. So if he just makes a pawn move, for example, well, I guess that won't work because knight a4. Although, I mean, it's not the greatest square in the world for the knight. Opponent having a bit of a think here. So maybe if knight a4, I wonder if we just offer a queen trade. The knight can't really infiltrate anywhere too easily. And if we trade off, I think that's not necessarily a bad thing for us. Okay, so I think I'm going to just play a4 and really try and clamp down on them expanding on the b file, for example, and wait and see what our opponent's idea is. Kind of have these squares mostly covered from an infiltration standpoint. Sacking doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so I see they want to take the knight. So we could just give a pawn back. Knight takes, queen, and then just push g6, and we should be good. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just go for that. So now we're able to push g6 as we had planned. And they can push, a5 if they so choose. I don't think it's really going to do a whole lot. We'll just offer a trade. Okay, what if we go rook in, or sorry, queen to e2? You know what? Let's scratch that. I still think if we trade off pieces here, we should be better. Certainly not worse. Great, we'll come up just so they don't push. If they do, we'll just eat that pawn. Yeah, we'll do this a little bit of a different way. Okay. Now we'll get the king involved. Protect the base of the pawn chain. So now if they push g4, we can just snatch that off. We'll keep our pawns like so. Hopefully we can just liquidate this. Okay, I think that helps us. Okay, so I think that we'll win this pawn. Okay, so if we take this, they're going to go rook over. Okay, we're going to come back. Yeah, this is really liquidating down there, but we will now win this pawn. Good move from our opponent. What about check here? Now what if we push? Get behind here. Okay. I think that will secure the win here. Okay, they're going to have to sack. I wonder if we will too. Good move from our opponent. What about this? Yeah, okay. I mean, I think we were just too far away there. Tight game, gotta say. We'll pop into the review and see what the Overlord has to say. Okay, 2 games at 94.7 and 94.6. Really, really good. Clearly we had an advantage, about 2 pawns, but we squandered it away. Yeah, okay, so we played at 2350 and our opponent played at 2300. 98.6 opening accuracy and 97.4 from our opponent. So yeah, this was really, really good game. So all mostly book moves. This was a mistake and we played the best move. Now, it did give some compensation. Okay, so it didn't like my move here. I thought that there could be some pressure, even though we could always push d6, for example. And so I felt like liquidating was likely a good move. I knew it wouldn't be the best move, but honestly, with the amount of time left, just felt like a more practical decision. But we can see that that was the move that got rid of the advantage. And so what we should have done is, okay, just sidestepped it, right? So then if they were to take this, obviously we would just take back. And it could have opened up the G file for an attack. So clearly it'd be a horrendous move, not only blundering a queen, but affording us an attack. But you know what? We took the easy approach. I felt like this is not a position that we would really be worse in. So we just thought, hey, trade off once again. Bit of a interesting selection there, but it is saying that this is best. So I was happy about that. I felt like maybe long term we could get some pressure down the H file if we ever needed it. And at this point in time, I was pretty confident. I thought here maybe there'd be some chances. I knew that he was going to come round up this pawn, so I started getting back. And yeah, it's not without some tricks. Clearly our opponent would have loved to have us take, and then of course win the rook. We would not let that happen. And I thought my best shot was going to be to, of course, just play this one as such. Now it did feel a little more risky, but we're on the on the 5th, I guess, and he's on the 4th in theory. So knew it was going to be a bit of a race, but here it likes the move. But yeah, we knew that this was going to be inevitable, and I just don't think there was anything better than sacking, not wasting a bunch of people's time as we dance around. We both had lots of time on the clock, so that's how she ended up today. We did play, 1677, so we're now rated 1637. We might have gained a point for a draw, for example. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.